Hello everyone. Follow the lockdown restrictions, stay home, stay safe, and let's go digital through Alpha website. Today we shall discuss about length of an arc and area of sector. Length of an arc is the distance along the curved line forming the arc. The distance along the curved line forming the arc. The length of an arc is more than the straight line distance between the end points of the arc. These are the end points of the arc. This is one end, this is the other end, and the silver lining becomes the straight line distance between the end points of the arc, and the straight line distance between the end points of the arc becomes the chord of the corresponding arc. In case you take a semicircle, this becomes the length of the arc, and the distance, straight distance between the end points of the arc becomes the diameter, and the diameter is the largest chord of the circle. Hence we summarize, length of arc is the distance along the curved line forming the arc. Length of the arc is greater than length of the corresponding chord. And to derive the formula for length of an arc, we shall consider the circular region. Two diameters which are perpendicular to each other divides the circular region into four congruent parts, and hence the circumference of the circle also gets divided into four congruent arcs. So this is one arc with blue color strip. Your green color strip is the second arc. This yellow color strip becomes the third arc, and red color strip becomes the fourth arc. The circular region, which is divided into four congruent parts, is called a quadrant. Each part is called a quadrant since the central angle is 90 degrees. In general, it may be called as a sector, but the difference between a quadrant and a sector is the central angle for a quadrant is 90 degrees, whereas a sector, the central angle can be anything. So quadrant can be a sector, but a sector may not be a quadrant. The length of arc ABC or ADC, this is point A, point B, point C, and this is point D. So length of arc ABC, that is this arc, your bottom one is ABC, arc ADC is the top part, so it's a semicircular arc. Length of semicircular arc is half the circumference. Half into circumference. Length of arc AB. Now arc AB is just one part. This one part out of the four congruent parts. So you may take length of AB, length of arc BC, length of arc CD, or length of arc DA. It is just one part out of four congruent parts. So you get 1 upon 4 into circumference. Now coming to the next part, length of arc ABD or length of arc ACD. That is, you are taking three arcs in order. When you take three arcs in order, it is just three arcs out of four congruent arcs. So you get 3 upon 4 into circumference. Now the same thing you can relate it with angles. For a semicircular region, the central angle is 180 degrees. That is because each quadrant the central angle is 90 degrees. So your semicircular region central angle is 180 degrees. So this becomes 180 out of 360. 180 upon 360 into circumference. When you take a single quadrant, the central angle is 90 degrees. So you get 90 degrees upon 360 degrees into circumference. And when you take 3 arcs together, that is 3 quadrants, here it is 90, this is 90 and this is another 90. So 90 into 3 becomes 270 degrees. So 270 upon 360 into circumference. So if we generalize the formula and instead of taking angles as multiples of 90 degrees, now here since it is divided into 4 congruent parts, you get multiples of 90 degrees. In general, if we consider the central angle as theta, we conclude length of arc equal to theta upon 360 into circumference. And as all of you all know, formula for circumference is 2 pi r. Hence we get theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Next we shall discuss about sector of a circle. So sector of a circle is a part of the circular region bounded by 2 radii. This becomes 1 radii, this becomes the second radii, and the corresponding arc. Sector of a circle is part of a circular region bounded by 2 radii and the corresponding arc. So this shaded portion represents the sector of the circle. We can see this circle also, it's divided into 4 shaded parts. This is one part, second part, third part and the fourth part. Coming to area of sector, we shall derive the formula for area of sector. So starting with area of semicircular region. Area of semicircular region. Now semicircle is half of circle. So area of semicircle equal to half into area of circle. Similarly, if you take area of one quadrant, that is one shaded part, here this becomes one quadrant, this becomes a second quadrant, this becomes a third quadrant and this becomes a fourth quadrant. So if you take area of one quadrant, or you can take it as area of sector. Now see how to name the sector, starting with center of the circle O, then the corresponding arc is AXB. So area of sector O dash AXB. Now this sector is just one part out of the 4 shaded parts. This sector, it is one part out of the 4 shaded parts. So it becomes 1 upon 4 into area of circle. Area of sector O dash AXB. Similarly, if you consider 3 sectors in order, 3 sectors in order. For example, this one sector, this is a second sector and this is a third sector. So area of sector O dash. Now this third sector can be named as ABD. The arc is ABD, or you can name it as ACD. Anyhow we can name the sector. So O dash ABD. So in this case you are considering 3 sectors, 1, 2 and 3, and all those are congruent sectors. So quadrant, 3 quadrants you are considering. So it becomes 3 upon 4 into area of circle. 3 upon 4 into area of circle. Now here again you have to understand why this half comes. That is, for a semicircle, the central angle is 180 degrees. When you consider semicircle ABC or semicircle ADC, the central angle is 180 degrees. So this becomes 180 degrees upon 360 degrees into area of circle. Similarly, the second one, area of sector O-AXB, that means you are considering only one quadrant and the central angle formed is 90 degrees. So this you get it as 90 degrees upon 360 degrees into area of circle. And the last one, you are considering three quadrants, 1, 2 and 3. So 90 degrees plus 90 degrees becomes 180 degrees plus this 90 degrees becomes 270 degrees. So here you get 270 degrees upon 360 degrees into area of circle. So you can generalize the formula for area of sector. Area of sector equal to, now instead of 180 degrees, 90 degrees, 270 degrees, 60 degrees, etc. If you take the central angle as theta, then the formula becomes area of sector equal to theta upon 360 degrees into area of circle. So this further can be written as theta upon 360 degrees into area of circle is nothing but pi r square. So theta upon 360 into pi r square.